Good morning, comic fans. You're with the Comic Push at the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic and gaming store. It is the second new comic book day of the month, July 13th. We got a lot of fun stuff for you and a big stack. This week's comic book stack is stacking up to be a solid 10 inches tall. How beautiful is that? You can't beat it. So let's start out with a couple of the restocks we recently got for some DC horror. Are you into horror stuff? DC just put out some really cool stuff called Deceased. And it's DC's version of vampires, zombies, and everything else. This is mostly zombies, I think. But they also have a vampire one, DC versus Vampires. That's another book, great one that everybody should enjoy. Don't forget to pick up a copy of Joe Hill comic books. You know, that's Stephen King's son. This is Dollhouse Family, which has got a lot of good acclaim. And the one he began with in DC was Basket Full of Heads. We got those collected editions in here today. One more from Joe Hill is Low Woods. So if you're into DC horror, this is some great stuff. Just got it all back in stock, ready for you. And speaking of horror, Vampirella versus Purgatory. Just got that trade in. The new ones this week, we got Teen Titans Academy. Marks the spot. I think we learned the identity of somebody in there. Also, this was supposed to be in last week, but all copies that came in damaged. Hooray. So, Last Ronin hardcover. Still got one. I think we have more on order coming in. So if you haven't got your copy of this one, great stuff here. Pick up your beautiful hard copy of The Last Ronin comic book. So there we go. And this one should be on every John Wick fan's shelf. This is the complete, uncensored, ass-kicking oral history of John Wick, Gun Fu, and the New Age of Action. And it's titled, They Shouldn't Have Killed His Dog. If you're a John Wick fan, you know exactly what that means. And no, they should not have killed his dog. So there it is, people. And right now, at the moment, I only have one of these. Hopefully, I can get more back in Toot Sweet. So there you go. John Wick. They shouldn't have killed his dog. You know, between these two things, this is just an awesome week. You know, just to make any comic book fans or John Wick fans' day right here. There you go. All right, what else we got? So I had some order to things. I was going to do things in the proper order, but I always seem to get things out of order. You know, it's Embrace Your Geekness Day today. How you doing, Eric? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us and everybody else who's with us today. Embrace Your Geekness Day. So I thought I would embrace our geekness by giving you that little extra trivia about the comic book history. The world's very first comic book is supposed to have been Comic Cuts, a British comic book magazine created by reporter Alfred Harmsworth. Through his company Amalgamated Press. It was published from 1890 to 1853, lasting 306 issues. And let me see if I can share the screen here. Yeah, okay, a little bit larger for you. This is the actual Comic Cuts. That's what it looked like. It was a comic magazine. Let's see if we can zoom in there a little bit more. There we go. So this is what it looked like. And, you know, for just half a penny, you could get yourself the latest political cartoons collected into one magazine. Later, it had other stuff besides just political cartoons, but that's how they all began, you know. So there you go. There's your bit of comic book history supplied to you on Embrace Your Geekness Day. So, all right. Moving into the comic book. So I think I got them in order now. Did I do well, Mr. Happy? Did I get everything in order? Oh, Mr. Happy decides that today's word will be order. The secret word for this week is order. If you know the secret word, that word will get you 15% off any single item in the store. Hey, Mr. Happy, I see you're sporting a new hairstyle. Pretty nifty. And I like the bow. Adds a lot of color. So order is Mr. Happy's secret word. And if you know the secret word, it gets you 15% off of any single item in the store that's not already discounted. If you are a Discount Club member or a subscriber, the secret word will get you an extra 5. So it's 20% off any single item. That's good from now till next Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Thank you so much, Mr. Happy. We appreciate your help. All right, there you go. There's our secret word. Let's have a look at the variants that came in this week. Let's start out with some independents. We have Power Rangers number 21. This is cover H. This is the unlockable variant for that one. Cover H. Don't forget, guys, to leave comments down below so you can be interested in our monthly drawing. This is Dune Waters of Canley, number 3, unlockable. Virgin cover. So he has his personal force field on around him. If you're a Dune fan, you know what that is. Barbaric Harvest Blades, number 1. This is a 1 in 5 variant. No kisses, more blood. That's what the sword is saying. That's his, or axe, his giant axe. I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Armageddon game. This is issue number 1. This is a 1 in 10 variant of that. I think that's Eastman art on there. Daredevil number 1, a new Daredevil launch. This is 1 in 25 Stegman art. I like that one. It's got a Elektra Daredevil underneath him, I think. Is that Elektra? Yeah, it looks like Elektra, Daredevil, and Elektra. Great cover. Wow. Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, Eve of Judgment, short Axe. So they're calling it Axe, Eve of Judgment. That's Avengers, X-Men, and Eternals. And this is kind of like the cover of the Justice Society of America. It kind of looks like that. So that's a 1 in 25. These next 2 books are the most anticipated books of the month. People have been waiting for these to come out. We've heard a lot of people saying, when is this one coming out? When is it coming out? So here you go. This is Fortnite Marvel Zero War number 2. This is a 1 in 25 cover. And we also have the Fortnite Marvel Zero War number 2, 1 in 50 cover. And then this one, last but not least, we have Star Wars The Mandalorian number 1. This is a 1 in 10 variant. And this next one is our 1 in 25 variant. Our 1 in 50 variant. We got 1 in 25s, but every one of them came damaged. So we're hoping to get replacements for that. This is Star Wars Mando 1 in 50. Mandalorian. If you're a fan of the show was really great. Really enjoyed it. And now we have a comic book series. So there you go. Embrace your geekness today by coming to the Comics Club and picking up a new Star Wars comic book. But let's begin this tall stack of comic books, which is all the way up to 10 inches tall this week. What a great stack of comics. Oh, what a great bunch of comic books. This was delayed. DC Connect. If you didn't get your latest issue of DC Connect, it finally showed up. So there's that. We also have Batman. Or no, this is Future State Gotham number 5, number 15. Number 15. Future State Gotham number 15. I Am Batman number 11. I'm sure it goes beyond 11. Naomi 5 of 6. This is Naomi season 2, number 5 of 6. In the League of Her Own. Wonder Woman number 789. This is a pretty fun cover. But this next cover, I'm just loving it. It's done like the old tarot cards, classic tarot. Who is that guy, though? Who is that guy? What's he doing there? Another Wonder Woman is Wonder Woman Evolution, issue number 8. What a beautiful cover that is, huh? That is a beautiful cover. Dark Crisis World Without a Justice League Superman #1. Also featuring Aquaman. What's with the bullets bouncing off Robin? What's going on there? This is also a homage to old Batman. Does anybody know the Batman that this was a homage to? If so, let us know. It's a pretty famous Batman cover, I believe. Is it the Batman cover? Is that what I'm thinking of? Batman Urban Legends #17. Got a few different covers on that one. Urban Legends. Aquaman and Batman. Look at that. That's an awesome cover. Wow. Beautiful. I like that. I'd have to go with that one. Batman and Shazam. I think you're in trouble, Batman. But I like what it says on the cover, on the back cover. The Riddler has a message for Batman. This is the Batman will be wrong. What does that mean? Batgirls #8. A couple different covers for them. And DC versus Vampires. I told you about this one earlier. DC versus Vampires. If you didn't pick up the original ones, these two, this is reprints of issues 1 through 3 in this one. Looks like The Boys, yes. And this one is reprints issues number 4 through 6. So if you missed the original DC versus Vampires, you can get them reprinted right here in these 2 volumes. Come and pick them up before we run out. And a DC Black Label offering, oversized. This is Rogues. Issue number 3. We got, who is that? Is that Adam Strange, I think? And that's Gorilla Grodd, I believe. Gorilla Grodd there. All right, there's the DC offerings. Let's move into independence. We'll save Marvel for last. King Spawn. Beautiful covers on King Spawn. Just can't beat the covers. They're just so beautiful. This is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Armageddon game #1, the regular cover. I showed you the variant earlier. G.I. Joe #295. Transformers Best of the Beasts. One shot. From Volt Comics, we have a one-shot Barbaric, the Harvest Blades. Showed you the 1 in 5 variant of that earlier. And here's the other cover for that one. Barbaric, the Harvest Blades. Cities of Magic from Scout Comics, issue number 3. From Black Caravan, The Shepherd, the Valentine. It's issue number 2. And we've already got issue number 3 of Quest Aside. With a couple different covers. Here's a new one from Scout Comics, Mega Centurions. And from Merc Comics, we have Merc Publishing, Miss Meow. That's issue number 2, a couple different covers there of Miss Meow. West of Sundown. This is issue number 4, West of Sundown. And this is Mullet Cop, The Flavor of Danger. This is issue number 1. Apparently, Mullet Cop, the original series, has been picked up to be a show from somebody. This has got to be funny. I mean, he's a mall cop with a mullet, and he's taking names and kicking ass, I guess. The British Paranormal Society, issue number 3 from Dark Horse Comics. Beyond the Beyond. This is issue number 3. Beyond the Beyond. From Ahoy Comics. That was from Scout Comics. Beyond the Beyond from Scout. And this is from Ahoy. This is Justice Warriors, issue number 2. And if you like that cover art, well, you get the Virgin treatment on the back. Or all art covers. Some people don't like it being called a Virgin cover, so I don't know why that bothers some people. Broken Eye number 4. So we can call it the all art covers when there's no logo or anything on there. Power Rangers number 21. That's from Boom, the other cover. I believe we're introduced to a new character in that one. And this is issue 4 of A Town Called Terror. So, terrifying art on the cover. '7174 presents Haunted Universes. This is issue number 1. I don't really know what to tell you about this comic book. It's different. It has some really different stuff in it. Let me just flip to a random page. It's interesting how it's laid out and designed. It's a mature reader by far, not for kids, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's very unusual, very mature. This is not for kids, but it also contains a little bit of text in there around the middle, which I think is kind of cool. So check it out. 7174 presents the Haunted Universe. So Army of Darkness versus Reanimator. We have 3 different covers for you for that one. Army of Darkness versus Reanimator. And this one. That was my best rendition of that. All right, let me make a little bit of room here because we still have Marvel to get to, but we're still working on indies. We got Bellet and Valeria, Swords and Sorcery. This is issue number 3. It's kind of like Warrior Princess, you know. What was her name? And she had a sidekick, that TV show. You remember? Betty Page, The Alien Agenda. We're all the way up to, what is it? All the way up to issue number 5 of that. Issue number 5, Betty Page, Alien Agenda. Like that cover. So for you bondage cover collectors, this one's for you. Pretty funny. And Bill and Ted, they're Bill and Ted Roll the Dice is their Dungeons and Dragons spoof cover, and that one's from the movie when they're inside the phone booth, I believe, which was their time machine. If you've never seen the show, it's pretty funny. Go check it out. Dune, The Waters of Canley, issue number 3. If you're a Dune fan. Also, issue number 3, Dogs of London from Aftershock Comics. This comic book we ordered a year ago. It finally arrived. I had subscribers for it at one time. Don't anymore. But if you're into Gold Digger, issue number 289 is hitting the stands today at the Comics Club. New Masters number 5. And in keeping with the use of the word new in comic books. Wait, what's this on the back? Some sort of something. The Eye of Orunmila. New Think. This is New Think, issue number 2. Like a stained glass kind of deal going there. Very pretty. Ordinary gods, ordinary, just ordinary, run-of-the-mill kind of gods, I guess. That's issue number 7. We're up to issue number 7 of this is a wraparound cover. So, Ordinary Gods. It's a beautiful splash page on the centerfold too. With those gods tanks. Although I haven't read the comic book. God ships. Slumber, issue number 5. They also give us a little bit of art on the back. That's from Image Comics. Also from Image Comics, we have Undiscovered Country. This one's disturbing. If bugs make you uneasy, sorry. We'll pick up this one instead. Immortal Red Sonja. A couple different covers for you. Of course, Linsner. Gotta love Linsner. How you doing, Red Bears Review? Thank you. Yes, Xena. Thank you, Esteban. Xena, Warrior Princess. Why couldn't I think of that? Xena, Warrior Princess is who we were thinking of. Xena. So, there we go. Vampirella Strikes. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous art on the covers. And that takes care of our indies. And what do we have left? We have Marvel. Oh, Marvel got the big stack this week. Marvel wins hands down on the stack height. Got some damaged replacements from last week. Amazing Spider-Man's got damaged. Issue number 5. A couple different covers still available. So thank goodness those are back in stock. We have the Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, Eve of Judgment. Don't forget we have that here. If you miss out on it, we'll try our best to get more of them. But here's another cover of that. And here's another cover of that. This is my favorite. I think it's pretty cool. Do you know what that creature's name is, that thing? What was that thing? It was a high... I can't remember. Anybody know what that creature's name is? And one more for you for Eve of Destruction. I got this one. Eve of Judgment. Not Destruction. Eve of Judgment. Sometimes my mouth gets ahead of my brain. What can I say? All right. Fantastic Four, number 45. And another Fantastic Four, number 45 cover. And another one, the whole family there. That's a good one. Immortal X-Men, issue number 4. Of course, we have multiple covers of that. You like your Emma Frost mostly dressed. Do different covers make some comics rare or what? Well, Axel, that's a very good question. And sometimes the answer to that is yes, and sometimes it's no. It just depends on the comic. Sometimes the artist, sometimes the art. If there's a first appearance of a character, and if it was on one cover, not the other one, well, the first appearance of the character that was on the cover that had him on there, that's going to make that one more valuable. It's not always the rarity, it's what's on there. So when there's variant covers, it's oftentimes comes down to the artist. And of course, there's rarity. Sometimes the variant covers that are rare, 1 in 10s. I showed you those earlier, 1 in 25s, 1 in 50s. Those will make it rare. But just the fact that it's a variant in and of itself does not make it more valuable. It's going to have to be some other factor involved in there that's going to help it along to make it more. The fact that it's the variant in and of itself doesn't really matter. But if there's a rarity applied, yeah, that's going to matter. If there's a hot artist, that's going to matter. If there's a first cover appearance of somebody, that's going to matter. If it's a new character and they appear on that cover, that's going to matter. This is like a takeoff on Marilyn Monroe. But it's Emma Frost, of course. Marauders gets a couple of different covers, actually a few different covers. Pardon me a second. I think my assistant is not available, and I hear UPS outside. We might get interrupted in a minute. New Mutants. They have 4 different covers. There's that character. Who is that character? Looks like she has hooves. I don't know. And there's that. And that. And then there's this one. The giant jackrabbit. Punisher, issue number 4. And issue number 3, which shows the very first time Frank Castle killed someone. This reprints that story from issue number 3. All new, all different Savage Avengers, issue number 3. We got a lot of number 3s hitting the stands. All numbering happened at the same time for issue numbers. So there's those 2, but that's not all. Here's another one. Spider-Man 2099 Exodus number 4. I like that. Some border on it. Looks cool. So, Star Wars Bounty Hunters, issue number 25, hitting the stand. We got the Knights of Ren in there. The evil Knights of Ren. Is that Kylo himself there? I believe it is. Yeah, Kylo Ren. This flaming sword. Daredevil gets a new number 1 ongoing series. And there are a whole bunch of covers. Here's one. We're peeking at him through the blinds. I like that one. This one. This one. That's pretty cool. Reflection of all the people I guess they're going to be going up against. Oh, where's that? Are those guys with them? Looks like. That's an interesting costume. Kind of looks like a bug. The New Mutants cover featured Magic Colossus, a little sister. Oh, yeah. Cool. Thank you. How you doing, Steve? Good to see you there. Hope to see you soon. Hope all is well with you. And your growing family. Wolverine, number 23. Look at that. Predator. Wolverine versus Predator. How cool is that? Gotta love that. Spider-Punk, number 3. All right. Well, hope so. We hope to see you soon, my friend. So this is a X-Men Hellfire Gala one-shot. I want to save my favorite cover for a second. This is cool, though. Gives you the height ratio of Wolverine, and I believe that's Jean Grey. But also, this one. Look at this art germ cover. How nice is that? I'm loving it. Great job there, Mr. Art Germ. Captain Carter issue number 4. This series has been hot. We've been selling out of every one of them. Get yours while you can. Captain Marvel, just about the same story. Here's this one's the Spider-Woman on the back of Captain Marvel. That had Spider-Man on the back of Captain Marvel in one. So that's a homage to that. Oh, and this one, also a homage cover, I believe. Look at all of those heroes. All right, and this was the Daily Bugle edition. Is Binary the new Captain Marvel? Ooh, well, we'll just have to see. Moon Knight, issue number 13. A couple different covers for you. How do you like that? And let's see here. Fortnite. These are all bagged, as you see. They're all bagged. They all have their codes. And get them while supplies last. These super hot comics, they will fly out of here. We're gonna on the first day limit one of each cover per person until we can get a restock. So last but not least, we have The Mandalorian, issue number 1. People have been waiting for. This is probably the most asked for comic over the last several months of any other comic book anticipated to come out this summer. So The Mandalorian. Come and get yours on New Comic Book Day. Also, Embrace Your Geekness Day. It is National Embrace Your Geekness Day. And don't forget, the very first comic book was Comic Cuts. Started way back in the 1800s by Alfred Harmsworth. How cool is that? So, yep, a little comic book history for you. All right, guys, thank you so much, and gals, thank you so much for joining us today. Don't forget to leave a comment down below so I can enter you into our monthly drawing, which we always do the first Wednesday every month. It's going to be a great New Comic Book Day here at the Comics Club. Hope to see you all soon, and remember, read. It brings out the hero in you. We'll see you next time at the Comics Club.